But and Scotty, I'm telling you, he's still down, man. He had surgery, so he had, his grandpa died, and his arm was already messed up. He tore ligaments in his arm changing the tire on his truck. So he was jacked up from his arm. Then his grandpa died, and this would have been week 3 of the podcast when that happened. So he tore the ligaments in his arm. His grandpa died, and then we went into week 4, week 5. He, at the funeral. He was trying to have surgery. He was going to different doctors in Nashville. Finally had surgery 2 or 3 weeks ago. Finally had surgery. Got done with surgery. Come out worse than he went in.
Really?
The doctor said that he had the biggest ligaments he had ever seen in his life, and he couldn't grab them to put them together. What does that mean? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so his hand didn't work when he come out of surgery. His whole damn hand just didn't work.
Man, that's crazy, ain't it?
And his arm, one time, Scotty got so drunk in Panama City, it was on spring break 2013, and he fell asleep, and his feet got sunburnt. And they swelled up so damn big, it looked like he had elephantitis. You ever seen elephantitis?
No, I haven't even heard of that.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. You ever seen like them old people at Walmart or something? Usually they're in that little cart driving around, and their ankles and legs are swelled up, just huge.
Yeah.
Like their ankles are like the size of your thigh. That's what elephantitis is. And so his feet got sunburnt, and they swelled up. I mean, they looked like clown shoes. His feet did.
Damn.
It was awful. And we took him out the next day and was like, dude, you got to come back down here, because it was party, boy, down there in front of La Vela and Spinnaker and all that. Boy, it was wild. And he didn't want to miss it, so we took his ass down there, and we just set him in that chair and buried his feet in the sand, boy, and we went back at it. You want to talk about a day to remember. I could probably get a week worth of stories for a podcast, just what happened in 24 hours. But that's just what I remember. But anyways.
Just what you remember, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what I remember. But where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So his hand didn't work when he come out of surgery. And he had to go back to the doctor and see what, and I guess schedule another surgery. So that would have been last week, I believe. And I have not talked to him in 2 days. He might have had another surgery, is why I might not have talked to him, because he hadn't answered. And the last time he went into surgery, he didn't tell me he was going into surgery either. Thanks, Scotty, for that. So I was calling, finally got in touch with him. 3 days later, I was like, what's up? He was like, I had surgery. I was like, that'd been nice to know.
Yeah, man,
you got to tell a man something.
And mess you up.
Yeah, I know. Come out worse than you went in. That happened to my dad. My dad had a full reconstructive, well, I guess it's reconstructive, back surgery anyway. They went and put the rods in his spine and all that. That was not this past, so that would have been, the way I can think about it, 2 Thanksgivings ago, okay? No, actually, so Thanksgiving is he was jacked up. He was home. So it was 3 months before that. It was in the summer of 2024. He had back surgery.
I'd say that'd be tough.
26-hour surgery, Tyler.
Hey.
26-hour surgery. 2 days. So he has it. Whenever you do a surgery like that, you get done with it, and they transfer you to a in-hospital rehab. And at that rehab, there's, when you leave there, you're supposed to, because when you leave there, you go to an actual rehab, like an in-house rehab at a different place. You know what I mean? That's actually, you're up and moving, trying to, get better at that point.
Yeah.
So he had the surgery, and if I knew the names of this place, I would put them on blast so damn bad, but I don't know them. So they're lucky tonight. But because, I got 50,000 freaking views. People hearing me. Anyways, he had the surgery and then went into this in-hospital rehab type thing. Dog, they about killed him. He was in there for 2 weeks. Have you had any grandparents or anything that's been in hospice?